Today I'm going to show you weaving in tails in stockinette stitch. The key with a good tail weave is that it doesn't show to the right side of the work, that it doesn't come undone, and that it allows the fabric to stretch in all directions. The best way to weave in tails, in my opinion, in stockinette stitch is by using duplicate stitch. Duplicate stitch can be worked on the right side of the work for a decorative effect. If you are embroidering in a name or a block of color and so on. It's a little more difficult to work on the wrong side of the work, but it is the same concept. You are duplicating the path of the yarn. So to begin, you will find near where your tail is a frown of a purl bump. So the frown is an upside down U, and you'll go in from the bottom. And if we went straight up, there's my series of frowns. What you want to do is pivot and find the smile to the right. Like so. And then follow the frown and go from the top into the next smile. And then pivot and go into the original frown. So if I stretch this, you can see I'm following the path of the yarn that makes that stitch. Oops. And work at about the same tension as the original stitches. Now we will follow the path of the smile and enter the frown, pivot, find the smile, up and to the right, follow the path of this frown, enter the next smile, pivot down into this frown, the original one, there. So I'm making a snake, an S curve. So now I'm following the smile, entering the frown, pivoting to find that smile, follow the frown, enter the next smile, pivot over to enter the frown. And that is it. And I'll turn this around and you will see that it doesn't show on the right side. If you wanted to be even extra sure that it doesn't show, you could split these stitches as you weave this S. It only needs to be worked for typically about an inch, so that depending on your gauge, that may be just 4 or 5 stitches, or it may be 8, 9, 10 stitches if you're working at a finer gauge. But this allows the knitting to stretch in all directions. It will not come undone, and it doesn't show or impact the tension on the right side of the work. Make sure you don't pull this tightly. That will impact the tension on the right side of the work. So keep it loose at the same tension or slightly looser to make sure that that tension isn't affected. So that is weaving in tails in stockinette stitch. Thanks for watching.